Oh, it's a very full grid.
It sure is, mate. A very, very full grid. So, yeah, I'm just going to stick myself on mute now, Cam, until we start, mate. Hello guys, good evening ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another Monday night stream. Tonight we are in RPR Rapid Pixel Racing. I'm the commentator RL Cairo, and tonight we are at none other than the Circuit of Americas of COTA with a short qualifying session. Then we go in a one-shot qualifying session, then we go into a 10-lap sprint race, and then we will go into a 28-lap race. Round the track. So this is going to be pretty fun to see what the drivers can do, see how things go at the moment in this race. So Jay's been disqualified from the session for driving the wrong way. So at the moment, like I say, it's a quick one-shot qualifying session. So we'll see how the grid turns out. We'll also see how other things go as well within the race. But at the moment, Casto and UK Demon have retired from the race, from this one-shot quali. It's kind of looking a little bit close up at the front just at the moment. Scott is retired from the session as well. But at the moment it's looking pretty, seems to be pretty close between the top two. Top five pretty much close as well. Well, a couple of drivers been disqualified as well, so probably track limits there, possibly from a couple of drivers, we are unsure, but a lot of work to do then from a lot of drivers. So we'll see what happens now in the sprint. Let's just quickly run through the one-shot qualifying session. Lattice goes P1 with a 1:32.0, closely followed by Stewie in second, Johnny in third, Lister fourth, Wimax fifth, Frenzy sixth, Mrs. Cole seventh, Fuller eighth, Manatee ninth, 10th for Cherry, 11th for ARS Chubb, and 12th, and we lose Scotty, Casto, UK Demon, Jay, Cam, Mickey, Freddie, and GGC. So potentially going to be a few changes up in the mix. Could we potentially see any change around up at the front in the middle of the pack? We don't know, we'll have to see. All but clouds does look a bit overcast. So could we potentially be in for maybe a wet race going into the main race? We'll have to wait and see what happens. But either way, COTA is not really a fun track to drive in the wet. But we'll see how the drivers do going forward. Firstly, in the sprint race. So drivers will be working on fuel, what tyres they want to use, depending on what tyres they get. So put up a few little details, position changes, So yeah, put that on, hide that, do that, and we will get ready for this race around COTA. Now last week we did have a mystery track, which was in Monza, and to be honest, I think, obviously with me spectating, doing the comms, I think that was one of probably the most intense fun races I've seen. Yes, it was in the wet, but we did see some pretty close battles between all the drivers, especially up at the front between Jack and Casto. So could we potentially see the same thing between like Stewie and Johnny and Lister as well? So could we end up seeing a battle there? Casto P14 at the moment will make up some ground in the sprint race. We'll see what happens, but pretty much a good formation lap. Lister just getting out of his pit box, his box. So we're just waiting for GGC to get in, slot in, and then we can get underway with this race. So here we go then. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 red lights. Lights are out, we are underway for round 7 at COTA. Stewie gets a good launch off the start, but it looks like Lights got the better jump of that. Lights goes wide, Stewie tries to stick it to the inside. Stewie control, gets the position, so Stewie up to P1, Lights down to P2. Johnny's looking to follow, but Lights is still sticking with Stewie at the moment. Mrs. Cole's up 2 positions. It's up to P5 for Mrs. Cole. Casto and Chubb battling out. Chubb's already up a few positions. Casto's already up a few positions as well. Going side by side. Cam is going to make a move. Oh! Little bit of contact there between Arez and Cam, which leads to Cam being spun round on the first lap. A little bit of damage there for Cam. We're going back up to the top. We've got drivers changing, swapping, changing. Sir Manatee and Frenzy also swapping places. Cherry's looking to make a move. Tries to go for the little dive bomb to get in. Gets the move done. UK Demon battling with Scotty as well at the moment. So UK Demon making a few places. Jay's made up 3 places. Stewie sets the fastest lap of the race. Jay's looking to maybe potentially make a move. Going there. Who's up there at the back? GGC's at the back there. Not sure what happened there. Cameras in the pits. Got a close battle going off between Lice and Stewie again. Pretty much these 2 drivers close together. Johnny's 4 tenths behind, but still within the grasps of Stewie and Lattice. Lister's also closing up as well. Fuller's looking to make a move, or maybe potentially get a move done on Mrs. Carl coming out of the hairpin. Fuller right on the rear of Mrs. Carl. Is he going to look? Are they going to look to make a move? Mrs. Carl goes to the inside for a defence. Max and Frenzy are changing over. Fuller and Mrs. Carl. Oh, Mrs. Carl gets a little snap. There, loses a place to Fuller. Frenzy's got Max and his teammate Casto. Casto's already made up 5 positions. And we're only 2 laps into the race. So Casto already looking to make a move. We've got a yellow flag in sectors 3. But doesn't manage to. Looks like, without me seeing, didn't get to see that, but Lattice has made a move on Stewie. Lattice now up to P1. Back up to P1. Stewie to P2. Lister and Johnny also can see that as well. Lister's on the grasp of Johnny as well. A little bit of a gap forming to the top 4 from Fuller. That was a great camera view. Back to the camera view again. Best thing about this is the camera views. So Fuller at the moment, P8, P5, chasing down Lister with Mrs. Carl closing in as well. We've got Chubb and Jay making a move on Cherry. Jay gets the move done there on Cherry, but Cherry's looking to come back, so Cherry will have the DRS. So will Jay as well. Casto's making a move on Max. Casto gets the move done, so Casto up to P7, so 7 places for Casto at the moment. Chubb is the first driver to get a penalty, so 3 seconds for Chubb. So Casto at the moment is looking to pretty much try and get up to the leading pack after retiring in the one-shot qualifying. So he's pretty much going at the moment Casto's way to get back up to the top, but the top 4 are pretty much all sticking together as we start lap 4 of this 10 lap sprint race. Another brilliant camera view there. Just you can see the top 4. Fuller at the moment controlling the pace as he wants in P5. Cam, fastest lap of the race for Cam on these soft tyres. Now is that me, or did I just see? No, it's probably my eyes doing me again. Thought I saw a few spots of rain. Max and Frenzy going at it as well. Frenzy up a position on Max. Scotty and Cherry, both Alfa Romeo drivers, are battling it out as well. So Scotty up to P13. Both the Ferrari drivers pretty much together as well. Stewie again, that little bit closer. Johnny doesn't get the DRS from Stewie, but Lister gets the DRS instead. And Lister's still trying to think of making a move on Johnny getting into turn 1, but Johnny defends pretty well there for Johnny. Sir Manatee and Max swapping positions, great move there by Sir Manatee on Max into turn 1. Casto at the moment still looking pretty fast. 3-second time penalty for UK Demon. Casto catching up with Mrs. Carl. So will Casto be looking to make a move on Mrs. Cole going down the straight. But we'll say this, Mrs. Cole is a tricky driver sometimes to get over because she does defend well, but Castro gets the move done. So Castro up to P6 at the moment. Does have Fuller in front of him. So Fuller will be his next target. Fuller gets a little bit of a snap there, but controls it. Stewie and Lattice kind of pulling away from Johnny and Lister. Castro again. Back on the rear of Fuller. Will Castro attempt to make a move? Not close enough yet, going into turn 1. Mrs. Cole is also following as well, so Mrs. Cole isn't letting Castro get away that quick. But we'll see how things turn out at the moment. Lattice pulling a little bit of a gap now to Stewie. A little bit of a gap closing up or pulling away at the moment. Fuller looks to go defensive on Castro. Castro does manage to go over. Mrs. Cole does the exact same thing as well. Castro goes around the outside of Fuller. Great move there by Castro on Fuller. Castro now up to P5. So approximately 4 laps to go. With a 2.7 gap to the top 4. Castro is going to be looking to join up in the front and get up to the top. Lap 7. Stewie gets DRS off Lattice. Fuller DRS help with the DRS. Mr. Cole gets the DRS as well. Going up to turn 1. Frenzy's also looking pretty quick as well. 3 second penalty for Lister. So Lister picks himself up a penalty as well. Rumax and Jay and Sir Manatee battling it out as well. UK Demon is on the back of Cherry. So a little battle off going there at the back. So a little battle going off here with Jay, Rumax and Sir Manatee. Mrs. Cole's going to look to make a move on Fuller. Does Mrs. Cole get the move done? Not at the moment. Is looking to get that move done again. Can she get a move done on Fuller? Going up towards the start and finish. Right on the rear of Fuller. So Mrs. Cole look to make a move on Fuller. Also does have Frenzy there as well. Fuller goes wide. So probably a little snap there of Fuller. Who we got tumbling down? We've got... Ooh, what's happened here? Manatee and Sir Manatee and Rumax. Have they had a collision coming together between... Looks like there's been... So there's no damage on Rumax's car. Three-second time penalty for UK Demon. Cherry no damage for Cherry. Oh, back up to the top quickly. We've got a battle going off between two leaders. As Lattice and Stewie have pulled a 5-second gap to Johnny. So we are looking at the moment at the top two battling. So they've managed to pull a little bit of a gap. Casto's also pulled that gap down as well, so Casto is behind Lister and Johnny. Two more laps to go for everybody, and we'll see. We'll try and keep an eye on that. Frenzy has made a move on Mrs. Cole. Can Fuller come back as well? Fuller gets a position as well. Oh, a little bit of wing damage for Mrs. Cole there from contact with Fuller. Scotty picks himself up a 3-second time penalty. Does have Chubb behind them. How's Casto doing? Jay's made a move. Ooh, what's happened to Mrs. Cole? Migrating host. Why has Jack gone? No, Stewie. Jack left. Let's see if I can get an invite sent out. There should actually be an invite in the comms box, but see if we can get Lattice back in. Get Lattice back in. We need to get Stewie back in as well. I think I've got Stewie as a friend. Yes, I've got Stewie as a friend as well. So this is going to promote Lister up. Jack's Lattice is back in. Lister is also in. Jay's got himself a 3-second time penalty. So Jack's back. Lattice is back in, got control of his car. Stewie's also got control of his car as well. So both those drivers are in. Stewie's back in now. The sun is coming out. So Lattice is back in. Stewie got control of their car as well. Yep, so Stewie's got control of his car as well. I'm trying to think. Don't know if anybody else was left. That's kind of that was a bit of a strange finish. So it does. So with the way that finished at the moment, so it was Lattice that finished first, then Lister, Stewie, Johnny, Casto, Frenzy Foley, Jay, Mrs. Carl, Scotty, Chubb, Cherry, Arez, Freddie Saint, Woomax, UK Demon, Mickey G, Cam, GGC, and Manatee. So we'll see how things go now at the moment. So we're back up and running in as we get back underway for the race, and we'll go from there, see how things go. Now, hopefully, fingers crossed, nothing goes wrong, but we'll see. So, it has changed around just a little bit. But it hasn't changed much. Probably the leaders have changed. Or the top 5 have changed around. But we'll see kind of how things go. So again, who's left again? So it looks like Stewie's left. So we'll get Stewie back in. Did anybody else leave? I don't know if Lattice left as well. Let's just see if, just in case. Yeah, Stewie and Jack left, Lattice left, so let's see how things go at the moment. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 red lights. Jump start for Manatee. Lights are out. We are underway for the race. Good start from Casto. Good start from Lister as well. Stewie is back in as well. Fuller's made a move up on Frenzy. Frenzy's down to place J, is on the back of Frenzy as well. Frenzy looking to try and get past Fuller. Mrs. Carl in the mix as well. So we've pretty much got a 3-way, 4-way, 5-way, 6-way battle going off here at the moment. So what a great start to the race we've got going off at the moment. Johnny and Castro are looking to pull away from Lister, Lattice and Stewie. Lattice has got the move done there. Scotty's made a move on Mrs. Carl. We've got a yellow flag, and that is Jay. Jay's had a little bit of a spin. UK Demon down place, Cam up 2 places. Arez and Wimax swapping places over as well. Still going, still battling it out. Wimax has got Freddy on the side with Frenzy and Scotty are going at it as well. Castus, that's the fastest lap of the race. Fuller is in the pits for a front wing change for Fuller. So Casto and Johnny are looking to pretty much try and pull away from Lattice. But we'll see how that goes. Arez and Mickey G fighting along with Cam. Cam's in the mix as well. Looking to get a move done on Mickey G, go towards the hairpin. Gets a move done, so Cam up to P13, Lister and Stewie are battling out. Stewie's made the move on Lister. Cam and Mickey are going out as well. Virtual safety car for Freddy. Freddy, 5-second penalty for severe collision with Cam. So we've got a virtual safety car, our first virtual safety car of the night. Approximately just slow the group down a little bit, but not by too much. So there will be a couple of people jumping into the pits for a change of front wing. So we'll go from there. Casto and Johnny at the moment are currently your top 2, with Lattice, Stewie and Lister. Top 5, Jay draft for a penalty for Jay. And we are back underway to racing speed. Stewie again is on the back of Lattice with the DRS wide open as well. So we'll see how this goes on. It's quickly jumped down to the bike. Chubb's looking to make a move on Mrs. Carl. Mrs. Carl looking for the switch back on Chubb. Looking to go round the outside down to the inside maybe. Chubb keeps that position. But a nice exit from Mrs. Cole. Oh, Mrs. Cole just loses the rear, I think, of the car and goes into the wall. So we have our first safety car of the night. So now this will might change a few tyre strategies for some drivers. We'll see. How things go. Let's quickly have a look at some of the tyre strategies. Some of the tyres that change over. 5-second penalty for Jay. Fair collision with Cherry. So top, I'd say from Scotty down to Cherry, fresh set hards. So top 8 at the moment, pretty much on the same tyres. So is Manatee in P17. So it's not really made any change, I don't think, to tyre strategies for anybody else. But we'll see. We've got Freddy and UK Demon changing over places. So full air down a few places. Cherry, no damage for J. So it's kind of mixed around a bit. Mickey G up 11 places. Cam up 10 places. Stewie up 1. And then you've got Lice, Johnny and Casto. Still in the same positions. Lister's lost 6, Jay's lost 5, Full Air 7, UK Demon 2, Freddy 5, Manatee up 3, so is GGC as well. So really, anything could happen. We don't know if there's going to be any change within the weather. We don't know, we'll have to wait and see. I don't think there will be. The sky looks pretty much clear with how it is at the moment. So I don't think there'll be any change towards the weather. We'll see what happens. The first safety car of the night. We did have a little VSC. Jay at the moment is the one driver with the penalties and a drive through. He's got a drive through as well. So safety car is in this lap. So Casto is now your lead safety car. So Casto will decide when to go. Obviously still under safety car rules. You can't start. So once that safety car pulls into the pits, then it is all down to Casto. And he's already gone. Safety car has gone into the pits and he's already made a jump up to 5 tenths, up to half a second on Johnny. Lattice is still pretty much now on the rear of Johnny. Looks to go make a move into turn 1. And Lattice gets the move done, so up to P2 for Lattice. Does now have Casto up in front of him. Johnny and Stewie will be battling it out pretty much as well. I think that will be a pretty good battle. Ares picks up a 3-second time penalty there. Scotty is behind Cam, also having listed behind. We've got a yellow flag in sector 2. That is Sir Manatee. So Sir Manatee's had a collision, a coming together somewhere with somebody. Not sure who could it. I don't think it was Jay. No. Johnny and no, sorry, Lattice and Casto. Battling Lattice up to P1 now, so new change for the lead. So now it's all down to the wire. Everybody's still pretty much close together. Top 5 are Lattice, Casto, Johnny, Stewie and Friendly. Has Scotty dropped down a few places? Did Scotty lose? Scotty was behind Cam and Lister was behind him as well. So I'm not sure what happened there. Lister's looking to make a move on Ares. Ares defending pretty well there from Lister. Lister's obviously still looking for that move going in towards the hairpin. Lister's now that little bit closer. Lister's looking to go for the move now on Ares into the hairpin. Gets the move done there on Ares. Cam's looking to make a move on Mickey G. Scotty's made a move on Ares as well. Cam up to P6, so nice move there from Cam on Ares. Scotty's made a move. Cam's made a move on Mickey. Scotty's made a move on Ares. Now looking to potentially pounce on Lister as well. Frenzy and Stewie, top 5 are pretty much close together. Lattice is pulling a little bit of a gap out. DRS has now enabled this lap. Stewie's also closing in on Johnny as well. Stewie's looking to go and make a move on Johnny. Exceptional move there by Stewie. So Stewie up to P3. Looking to go and chase down Casto and Lattice. Johnny and Frenzy battling it out. Frenzy's hot on the heels of Johnny as well. So we'll keep an eye on that battle. Obviously there's a battle for the lead between Casto and Lattice, so we'll keep an eye on that battle. Going there, Lister's looking to make a move on Mickey G, gets the move done there on Mickey G, so Lister up position. Ares also losing a couple of positions between Full Air and Chubb. Full Air and Chubb are also battling it out. Still kind of battling out between Chubb and Full Air. Looks like Chubb got the better of that. Scotty and Mickey G also battling it out as well. Scotty's made that move stick. Lister's on the rear of Cam. So Lister will be looking to try and make a move. GGC and UK Demon both get a 3-second time penalty. Lister up to P6. Top two again have darted away from Stewie. So it's just at the moment Casto and Lattice. 1.6 seconds back is Stewie. Johnny's still within DRS of Stewie as well. Three-second time penalty for Freddie Saints. Scotty chasing down Cam as well. Got Fuller and Chubb pretty much close together. Cherry and A-Res pretty much close together as well, followed by Wumax. So got a little battle there for 12th. A-Res again, 2 places being taken from him from Cherry and Wumax. Fuller still looking to try and get past Mickey G. Scotty's made a move on Cam. Does have Lister. Scotty has Lister in front. Frenzy, Scotty and Stewie still pretty much close together. 2-second gap now from the top two. So the top two are looking to run away. And gain a comfortable gap, but we will see how things will turn out to be when it is time for pit stops. So when pit stops come in. So Fuller, Chubb and Mickey G pretty much close together. Cherry and Wumax are the same as well. Is Chubb going to make a move on Fuller, or is Fuller looking to make a move on Mickey G? Fuller makes the first move on Mickey G. Chubb's looking to make a move as well, I think, on Mickey G as well. Mickey G, UK Demon up 3-second time penalty there. Looks like Mickey G's defended that place really well there from Chubb. So at the moment, Mickey G's holding on to that last points position. There's still time left yet to see what happens. Anything could really happen, to be honest. Casto and Lattice is still going. UK Demon's retired in the pits, so we've lost UK Demon from the race. So Stewie at the moment is holding off Frenzy and Johnny. Lister and Scotty a little bit further back. Both Williams drivers have come in Fuller. Fuller is coming through to take a position off his teammate. Mickey G and Chubb are fighting it out, so Chubb up to P10. Pretty much the back end of the grid is pretty much close together. So I can see that there might be another big battle coming on at the back. A 3-second time penalty for Ares. Casto still pretty much on board with the pace of Lattice. A couple of pit stops going off at the back. Johnny's made a move on Frenzy, or was Frenzy looking to make a move on Johnny? Penalty for GGC. I think one popped up for Ares there as well, I'm not too sure. Frenzy's made a move there on Johnny, so Frenzy up to P4. Stewie kind of put a little bit of a gap to Frenzy and Johnny, so maybe Stewie is looking to get up to the top two. Mickey G and Woomax again, both swapping places. So Mickey G defending really well. More Mickey G picked himself up a 3-second time penalty there. So Johnny's the first one to jump in. GGC and Jay are swapping places. Oh, GGC runs a little bit wide there. So lap 13, out comes Johnny. And Duff come in. Just out in front of Jay and Freddy, as those two were battling for the lead. We've got a change for the lead between Lattice and Castor. Max and Mickey again, both of these drivers changing over. Johnny and Freddy are also changing over as well. So at the moment, Max and Mickey are fighting for P10. So that's Casto into the pits. This might give a little bit of breathing time for Lash as well. So we'll see what happens there. I think, is it different tyres? No, same tyre strategy, but a few other strategies going as well. Got a yellow flag in. Oh, Scotty. Says was there any contact? I'm sure I've seen some contact between. Yeah, Fuller has no wing. There's a little bit of contact between Fuller and Scotty. I think Scotty was trying to move out of the way as best as he could as well. Cam was on the back of Chubb. So Casto pretty much got a bit of clean air. On the track, so we'll be picking the pace up just a little bit. We'll see what happens. Johnny's made a move on Mickey G. GGC and Freddie. Let's hope Freddie. There we go. So clear track for Freddie to come out, get going again. Full air is in the pits too. So pretty much things are evenly spread out. That's current 3.5 second lead over Stewie. Frenzy in third, Lister fourth, Casto fifth. Joe in sixth, Cam in seventh. Wimax and Johnny. Johnny's made a move on Wimax. So Johnny up to P8 at the moment. Cam's on the rear of Chubb. Johnny's going to be coming up pretty quick as well, I think. So we'll keep an eye on that one. Cherry. Up another position. 2P14 overtakes Ares. Nice move there from Cherry. So I think, yeah, there's only 4 people to stop now. So we'll keep an eye on that when they decide to make their pit stops. So a few drivers will be jumping up. Johnny on the back of Cam. It's a nice little battle will be going off here. And Johnny gets the move done on Cam. So who's going to be the next one to put the cast out is on. Slowly catching up to Lister, but those drivers will have to pit again, will be pitting pretty soon. Hopefully we'll have to wait and see what happens. Chubb at the moment fighting off Johnny. Comes in the pits. Johnny now up to P6. GGC upper place with campaign in the pits. We've got a yellow flag in sector 3. Not sure what happened there. Unless Ares GGC picks themselves up another 3-second time penalty. Both Alfa Romeo drivers are pretty much close together as well. Oh, Johnny locking up really bad there. Gets a little bit of a snap, I think, but he's still going. So top three have decided to hit. This is going to be pretty close. Oh, okay, different. Maybe not. Maybe not. Has Frenzy also done the same as Lattice and Stewie? I believe so. They have. So we'll see how quickly then Frenzy and Stewie can get up to the top. I think it might be a little bit close with the tyre wear, but there's only one way to find out about it. We'll see how things go from here with 10 laps to go. Castro's got a comfortable gap at the moment. Jay picks himself up a 3-second time penalty. I do believe who has. So at the moment, Lattice is the one that has the fastest lap of the race, but that could change. I think that could change depending on what happens going forward. Max and Cherry and Mickey G are battling it out. So Manatee Scotty is in the pits. So we've got another battle going off. At the moment, Mickey G is looking to get moved on Cherry. That move is done from Mickey G onto Cherry. Cherry may lose another position to Max and Mickey G gets moved on. Fastest lap from Elias. Elias has already caught up to Lister. So that is now a position for Lattice. 8 laps to go for Lattice to Lister picks himself a 3-second time penalty to knock the deficit down of 6 seconds. To Casto. And we've still got changing over here happening between Manatee and Cherry. GGC's currently having a little battle with Ares at the back. So at the moment, Lattice is pretty much chomping down some of the gap to Casto. So keep an eye on that gap. Stewie catching up with Lister. Frenzy's also doing the same as well. We've got a little train happening. Like I say, GGC's made the move on Ares, so he's made that mistake. Cherry picks himself up a 3-second time penalty as well. Cherry's in the pits. So Manatee still goes. Stewie's made the move on Lister. So moved on there. Lister's still looking to come back at Stewie. This is also bringing Frenzy into the mix as well. So could there be another position change? Casto, 3-second time penalty there for Casto. So Frenzy, DRS wide open. I thought Frenzy was going to look to make a move and go into turn 1, but opts not to bother making the move. Stewie still within full air, gets 3-second time penalty. So that, I think Lister now is out of the DRS of Stewie, so Lister will not get the help or the assist of DRS. Frenzy will make a move. Lister tries to go defensive. Frenzy gets the move done on Lister, so Frenzy up to P4. That gap between Lattice and Casto is coming down pretty quick as well. So we'll see what will happen. Frenzy's caught up with Stewie. So Frenzy's looking at another position. Scotty's made a move on Ares. So we'll have to see. We might see a changeover for the final podium between Frenzy and Stewie. But at the moment, Lattice is still chomping down that gap to Casto. Johnny picks himself up a 3-second time penalty. So first penalty there for Johnny. So let's have a quick look how Frenzy's getting on against Stewie. I think it could be close. Really could be close. We'll have to wait and see. Freddie picks himself up with another 3-second time penalty there to go on his time. Lattice is closing in. on Casto. So we'll see how that goes. We'll jump up to that battle as soon as we can. We're just watching the battle between Frenzy and Lister, but there's a battle going off between Cam and Chubb. So Chubb may be looking to get a position off Cam. Scotty and GGC also battling. We've got a yellow flag. That will be Freddie just letting lap drivers go through. Frenzy still on the back of Stewie, which we see at the moment. Stewie is pretty much controlling his pace and doesn't want to give up that P3 too quickly. 1.3, 1.2 seconds to Casto. Cam and Chubb also swapping positions there too. Freddie's retired from the session in the pits. Laius has now caught up with Casto, so DRS for Laius, penalty for GGC. So, little nice drive there going through again. Frenzy is still trying to find a way past Chubb. To try and get that final podium spot off Stewie, but Stewie at the moment is currently defending with all his might to keep that P3. Laius has clawed that gap down to half a second on Casto. So when will the time for Laius, when will be the time, sorry, for Laius to maybe opt to make a move? Frenzy is a little bit closer to Stewie as well. Laius, DRS open wide again. Fuller and Jay are battling out along with Womax. Cam's caught up with Chubb again. So Cam having a little battle with Chubb. Laius is still looking to optimise getting another position. Frenzy's still stuck behind Stewie. So Stewie's defending really well at the moment. Going into the penultimate lap. Shall we start the lap 27? The 28. Fuller and Jay are fighting. Fuller locks up. Jay goes past him. Cam's still closer to Chubb. Frenzy still close to Stewie. Lattice again is close to Casto. This may be the optimal time for Lattice maybe to make a move yet. I think he's just waiting. He'll get that a little bit closer. Frenzy's again that little bit closer to Stewie, but Stewie's defending really well. And that P3, Wumax and Fuller changing positions as well. Cam's looking, is Cam going to look to make a move on Chubb? Chubb goes defensive. But plays defensive by Chubb there. Frenzy again. Final lap of the race. This is the closest I think Frenzy has been. We've got a move for the lead. And Lattice is up to P1 to gaining the lead back of the race. It's Casto down to P2. Fuller picks himself up a 3-second time penalty. Frenzy is still pretty much going. What's happening here is Lister's got a flat tyre. Fuller's retired from the race. Frenzy up to P3, so Frenzy's got the move done on Stewie. Casto and Lattice are currently still battling, going towards the end. Ayres picks himself up another 3-second time penalty. Lister's got a puncher, so that's going to allow Chubb and Cam up. Cam is still on the rear of Chubb. Cam gets the move done there. Lattice and Casto come over. Lattice wins the race. Casto finishes second. Stewie has got past Frenzy. And what a finish to the race. Stewie actually finishes third. So a nice battle between Stewie and Chubb's down to 9th. I wonder what happened there to Chubb. Johnny Stokes finishes P5. Cam finishes in P6. Jay finishes P7, 3-second time penalty for Scotty. So Manatee 3 seconds. Lister down to P11 after the puncher. Scotty finishes P14, Cherry up to P13, GGC 15th, and Ayres in P16. So, Cam gets driver of the day.
Hello!
Hello, sir.
Hello!
Hello. So, obviously, we'll go through everything in just a few moments, but what a race to watch over and see. Casto's already left. So, race results then. Lattice in finishes first, Casto second, Stewie third, Frenzy fourth, but it was a close battle between Stewie and Frenzy. Johnny in 5th, Cam in 6th, Jay 7th, Chubb 8th, Wimax 9th. Rounding out the top 10 is Manatee. Lister finishes P11 with a puncher. Mickey G P12, Cherry P13, Scotty P14, GGC P15, ARS P16. And we did lose Fuller, Freddie, UK Demon, and Mrs. Cole. So, apart from that, that was probably another fantastic race.
It was very fun to race.
It looked very fun as well to do. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to jump into the other party that we're in. I don't know if you're added to that one, Cam.
Yeah, I'll join in with you.
Yeah, the PlayStation one. I'm going to jump into the PlayStation party. Still keep the stream on, but I'm also going to see. Basically, I'm just going to open the floor to whoever joins. I think Lattice will join in as well. So, just going to jump over to there and I'll be back in a few. So, we do have 2 of the podium drivers in. So, let's start off with P3 finisher Stewie. Stewie, are you there, mate?
Beforehand, fellas, make sure your voice is on.
Make sure your shared voice is always set as well. Hello, Stewie. Hello. So, what a race it was. So, let's start off with you first, Stewie. It was a good race, obviously from my end, but it was also pretty much a fantastic battle at the end between you and Frenzy. So, let everyone know how your race went, how you felt about it, and then talk us about the battle at the end with you and Frenzy. Yeah. 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 Like I say, it was a pretty sort of a close battle between you two. At the end, I thought Frenzy may have just picked you up then, but I did sort of catch it towards the end as you overtook him. So let's then go on to race winner, Jack. So Jack, same questions apply to you. Tyre management and the race. But my question to you was, did you think the gap was possible to catch Casto at the end?
I hoped it was possible to close the gap. I thought he was going to go along anyway and pit for soft, so I was surprised how early he come in. I did debate maybe pitting for the hard a lap after him just to cover him off, but in the end, stuck with the medium soft strategy, and then hoped that I had the tyres at the end, which I just about did. I mean, he made a mistake into turn 1 on that final lap, but without that, I would have got him down the back straight. I'd managed to save up quite a bit of VRS whilst closing up to him, and I think at that point his tyres were probably similar pace to what mine were with the aware that he would have had on his tyres. But it was a close race, and
yeah, definitely.
That's always good for the league.
Yeah, definitely. So on another note, I'm also going to open the floor to anybody. We do have Lister in here. Obviously Cam's already here as well. So firstly, Cam, if there's anything you'd like to say about the race or anything else.
It was just a really good race. Obviously, I had my little incident in the sprint, which I don't need to say any more on that. I know exactly what I'll be doing with that. And after that, I just thought I may as well try and go along with my hards into the race, try and manage them, try and get as high up as possible, and just try and undercut Chubb, who was just ahead of me, and we had a good battle right the way to the end. It was a really good race. Big points for Williams as well.
Yes, definitely big points for Williams. Lister, what about you, mate? How did you feel about the race and or how did you feel about your own race? Sorry.
I thought I did everything I could with the early safety car coming out. Went in for the hards, controversially. I hope Scotty keeps close about how I enjoyed yeah, I don't know how many laps I did on those hards, but unfortunately, last lap, exit of turn 1, the front right just went. And I think I would have been able to keep Stokes behind, or Johnny behind, but
What, did the tyre pop?
Yeah, his tyre popped.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, I was on about 80% on the last lap, and as soon as I went through the corner, tyre popped. It was
because I was hoping I'd be able to catch you at that point because I was behind Johnny.
My teammate managed to get a point because of that tyre popping, which helps us out.
Yep.
Mr. Captain Jack Sparrow, the man you can't catch.
Yeah. Anybody else want to say anything while the floor's open before stream goes off and we maybe talk about other things off the stream? If not, then
oh, mate, what race
sacrificial
is it?
lamb, I'm here. It's Singapore. God.
Singapore.
Oh, mate, I started at the back in Monaco, so.
Yeah, then you heard it here first, people. Qualiban for Lattice.
No bottle.
Qualiban for Lattice next week. You heard it here first. So yeah, on that note then, guys, enjoyable race to watch. Hope the comms was alright for you. But yeah, until next time, this has been RPR, Rapid Pixel Racing. I've been your commentator, RL Cairo. And I'll see you next week at Singapore. Good night.